Hey folks, Jiminy Critic here to talk with you about an exciting new movie that's been talked about for months and months here about release. It's just been released recently. That's the movie Shutter Island. And this movie, I want to tell you about this. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Mark Ruffalo, Ben Kingsley's in this movie, Max von Sydow, Jackie Earle Haley even has a part in this movie, and it's directed by the great, wonderful director Martin Scorsese. This has been touted as, I guess you'd call it a psychological thriller is the best way to describe this movie. We'll get into that in just a minute. This movie definitely, it's rated R. It's got a creepy aura about it. The subject matter is intense at times. Some of the scenes that you'll see in the movie are rather intense and disturbing, and they're meant to be that way, you know, because when they're talking about things going on in somebody's mind and mental things happening and maybe a breakdown mentally, of course these things aren't pretty, they're ugly. So the R rating, for a little bit of language, but mostly some of the psychological effects that go on. The movie is, though, 2 hours and 20 minutes long. I thought it was a bit long for me to enjoy the movie, and it wasn't one of my favorite Scorsese movies. Here's the basic premise of this movie, Shutter Island, and we'll see where it goes. Basically, the movie starts out in the year 1954, and basically there's this island that's been held by criminally insane people for years. You know, it's way off the coast of Boston, and there'd be no way to really get off the island. Once you go there, you're sent there, you never escape, there's no way out. Well, there has been a disappearance, and these U.S. Marshals are brought in to figure out what happened, if they can find the person, if her body's anywhere, if she did get off the island, if she's really still there, whatever. That's kind of the premise of where this movie starts. There's a few things in there that might be hard to follow, hard to understand, hard to keep up with, but for the basic, if you want a good creepy movie with a creepy soundtrack and some creepy scenes in there that'll scare you a little bit, and I gotta say this, I do enjoy the acting in this movie of Leonardo DiCaprio. I know he still looks rather young even now, but I gotta say he has a mature performance in this movie that I really enjoyed. So again, not one of Scorsese's best, not one of my favorites of Martin Scorsese, but Shutter Island was a satisfying movie for me, and I think you'll enjoy it too, so you'll have to check it out.